Alright, back down on the CIC after a good night's sleep. Let's introduce ourselves to everyone. So, little things like this that say controls, examine, is a codex update, and a little bit of experience. Which, of course, I don't need much of, but... So, Joker and Edie, cockpit.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Sometimes I just don't like any of the answers.
That's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you are such a downer.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
So Seth Green as Joker and Trisha Helfer as Edie are flawless, amazing. I adore them. They make the game fantastic.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances, or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I personally have trouble with the character of Kelly. Not only is she putting a bright, false face on Cerberus bullshit, but she is entirely redundant because everything
Commander,
you
you've
need to
received a
know,
new message at your private terminal.
you can get it at your private terminal or from talking to people. So I don't care for Kelly. I'm not going to be talking to her much. Yeah, so she said I had a new message, and I don't. She is just fake news. Alright. Tech lab, we can't go in there just yet, because we need to get Morden. As stated, I don't like Miranda or Jacob, but as a player, I don't like them. This commander is going to realize, because she values, the ideal of her squad mates would be Garrus. This character will be taking Garrus out on just about everywhere, because competence, loyalty, a sense of humor, courage, and some self-deprecating, not constantly saying how amazing you are. Garrus has some of it, but it's usually funny. Jacob has no sense of humor, and Miranda wants to run the show. If you notice, when we were on Freedom's Progress, she started giving commands. Take the Quarian, take him. She doesn't defer to leadership. It's an issue. So it's a personality issue with Jacob. It's a command issue with Miranda.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Yeah, anybody who doesn't have issues, all of this, like, oh, Cerberus, oh, they're awesome. Having played, she just woke up. All of Cerberus's abuse is very fresh in her mind, and she does not trust them. She is not with them, but realistically, there is no choice. So she can't just walk off. You know, I could. You can walk off the ship. The game's over. But this game makes you go through ridiculous scenarios and speak to ridiculous people. There is a loyalty element to all of this, that your team will have a personal request and a personal mission, all of which are ridiculous. I mean, they're just... the writing's bad. But, again, no choice. You need to be on good terms, and your crew needs to be loyal, because the option is death otherwise. If I don't like Jacob and he is not loyal, the odds of him becoming deadified are higher. Because, you know, that it essentially makes sense. They're either just not going to follow your orders, or they're going to argue, or they're going to, you know, keep the mission from proceeding. It isn't really expressed in agency. It's not. I mean, you can push your followers to saying they hate you, but essentially, that your job is to improve your relationships with your crew and improve your ship. And as a commander, she's going to take that seriously, no matter how much she dislikes someone personally. And she does, and I do, and a lot of things that they ask are ridiculous, and you can't actually say, okay, that's stupid, I'm not doing that. She takes her command seriously and will bite her tongue, move forward with the least incendiary option, and try to keep people alive. So all of this stupid stuff she has to say is in service of not seeing someone die horribly. For context, the first time that I played through this game, I think I got 5 of my crew not alived. And I would rather not repeat that. I'm not going to name them, and I'm not going to say how, because I'm going to, move through this with some, with fewer spoilers on things like that. But yeah, I got, in my first run through of this game, I believe, throughout the games, I got 7 or 8 of the crew killed. And part of my interest in replaying was to figure out how to not do that. So I will be playing Paragon, I will be gaining everybody's loyalty, and we're going to come through this safely and not die horribly.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Checkered past. These are people that turned human beings and commanding officers into husks in the first game. Conspired with Exogeny to study that system, tested Thresher maw venom on people, just did horrific, vile awful shit, and more of it will come to light. I mean, so this is not, anything that I know as a player that this Commander Shepard does not know. Several of the missions of Mass Effect 1 are to observe, to stop or uncover Cerberus actions. They're with one of the evil bad guys in the first game, so she's not going to buy any of this. She knows better because they did the same thing in the first game to cover up. We have better intentions. So to try to morph this into no, they're the good guys. Checkered past is, yeah, well, the Nazis have a checkered past, but okay, Cerberus is evil, full stop. And her pragmatic choice here, because she doesn't have a choice, her pragmatic choice is to move forward and strategically get what she wants before they get what they want.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
So I got a Paragon action there. And faction is important. Also, you can't really be kind of Paragon or kind of Renegade, because then everybody, you never build up enough of the character bar. So if you look at squad, you see, so I'm going to need to fill this all the way up to the top. You can go full Renegade, but the Shepard Renegade is just selfish and mean, and I don't enjoy that. And petty. Incredibly petty. So we need to focus on Paragon to put all our force behind that. I do have some Renegade. I'm going to have a few Renegade because I know certain actions, and there will be Renegade interrupts that I will be doing, so this will maybe go a little further, but we're going to fill the Paragon all the way up. So yes, this, unfortunately, this is a ridiculous game. Okay, here is the weapons locker. This system is so obscure. Okay, so I have a Mantis sniper rifle. They don't even tell you what these weapons do. They give you a basic description. I believe I used to have mods that would give me more descriptors, but essentially they don't allow you to customize, really. They don't even give you good stats for someone who's interested in
No messages for you, Commander.
managing the hardware. It's terrible. So Mass Effect 1 after Legendary Edition kind of became my favorite game, for lots of reasons, including the exploration and just the gameplay was more fun and more expansive. You could take off, you could, just go to a planet, drive around in your Mako and discover things. There's no discovery here. There are a bunch of, you can explore, but it's very, very restricted. There's like a whole planet, you scan it, there's one place that you can go there, and then it's another little habit trail maze. None of it is like sunrises and sunsets and mountains and shifty cows and discovery. It's a very different vibe. It does have better graphics. It does have better relationships, but all of the stories are completely ridiculous. Okay.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
So I like those little encounters. I like seeing them. A lot of these places aren't open yet because they will be uh inhabited by future crew members. But I like the little encounters, so I will be running around and talking to people, even though often it's redundant. By Mass Effect 3, they do add a lot more encounters. So I may be running down this hallway to speak to someone and they won't have anything new to say, but I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so you could talk to Edie, who will essentially tell you about where you are, but I'm not going to be doing that.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
It's good to see you. Yeah, I love her.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
There isn't enough Chakwas in the world. She is, I did write fanfiction with Chakwas as a romance
Chef
option
surprise
for a male
again.
Shepard.
Come on,
So
Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
So I did do a fan fiction with Chakwas and a male Shepherd, so I have a particular love for this woman.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the Ezo rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe.
Yes, they
If
are.
I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded, and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
It's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Locked.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. They'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she would.
Okay, so they are new characters. They were not in the prior game, but I love them. Okay, there's the engine core down here. Okay, so we are going to go on our first mission. And my first mission is always to Omega. Okay, so you see, this will say like Amada 0%, explore Normandy crash site. I believe I have modded fuel capacity. Alright. And, modded probes. I don't enjoy the probing for resources. So I've, just like I did with the mini games, we're essentially going to skip them. So let's see if I can. So it says unexplored. Enter the orbit. I'll start the scanner. Alright. Scan
Probe
one.
launched. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade
cool.
heavy weapons,
Pretty much
submachine
got
guns, and assault
everything
rifles.
in one place. It's a crappy mini game that I hate. Essentially, you scan all over the place for each planet, and then you individually grab like small pieces. I'm just not doing that. So I have modded resources, but also I have a huge amount of stuff because I played prior games, and they do give you bonuses. I've got a huge amount of stuff. That's fantastic. Sometimes these planets will have like a place to land, and that's the exploration part, but it's just not the same. Urdak. Urdak is a close orbiting brown dwarf. Most red-brown dwarf binary systems have an average separation of 8 AU. The Sarbaric system is about 12 billion years old and has long since used up the deuterium used to fuel fusion, so Urdak is not luminous like some brown dwarfs are. Urdak is a Class L brown dwarf with a relatively low temperature of 1300 degrees Celsius, but its heat and gravity have made it unpopular for development. There are rumors that the leads of several Omega's crime syndicates maintain private residences on various moons. Whatever the truth of the matter, battles between syndicate vessels are often observed around the ring plane. News outlets on Omega maintain satellites at Urdak's Lagrange points for real-time coverage of these battles, which garner high viewer ratings. Okay, so I'm not going to be reading for everyone the orbital distance, the orbital period, the radius, or the day length. I do appreciate that. I think the research in the series of games did very well in military jargon and also did really well in astrophysics, at least in terms of the descriptions of the planets. But that's pretty much it. We look at a planet, we gather some resources, and we see maybe one spot that we can go down that will be a brief encounter. It's not going to be expansive or really that interesting. Okay, so as you see now it says 60% Sabaric I have explored. So we continue to do that. I'm not sure. I don't remember if the rings have any... Okay, the rings don't really have any discovery the same way they might in Mass Effect 1. Okay, so we go to these places, and so I will be clearing each system to 100%. Imorcan, a standard methane ammonia gas giant. Imorcan is the main source of helium-3 fuel for ships coming to or from Omega. Most of its fueling stations are run by criminal cartels who engage in cutthroat, sometimes literally, pricing wars. Imorcan is also widely known for its layover stations, where pirates in a hurry can find fuel, ammunition, intoxicants, gambling, and sexual companionship at any hour.
Probe launched. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
So I'm going to be fine with resources. Having 60,000 element 0 is, that's a lot. So I will be able to fund my research programs quickly without having to do a huge amount of just, hours and hours and hours of this sort of thing, which is just not fun. Bindur. If it were closer to Sabaric, Bindur would have an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. In the deep cold of the outer solar system, however, both elements have long since frozen to the ground.
Probe launched.
So if there's an encounter on the planet, you'll usually hear some sort of like radio thing, and Edie will tell you, anomaly detected or something like that. Okay, so now we have explored 100% of the system, and we are going to Omega. Let me check something. Journal missions. Okay. So we have missions here, and yeah, I'm jumping forward here without having reviewed them, but we're going for on Omega will be Dossier the Professor and Dossier Archangel. First one we're going for is Archangel. So that's a recruitment mission. Archangel, small unit tactical expertise, Omni-tool expert, noted sniper. Archangel is a mercenary commander whose operations are noted for their technical expertise and strategic brilliance. He's responsible for high-profile attacks on gang leaders in Omega and can likely be found there. So, yeah. Travel to Omega in the Sarabaric system and find Archangel. I believe the only resource that's going to be relatively low is money. Things are expensive in this game, and I'm going to have to earn money the old-fashioned way, which may mean that I need to backtrack. So say I go to Omega right now, and I won't be able to buy everything. And I might need to go back, but you do go back to certain places later. It just means that I have to make the round of the merchants again. It's just when you know what you're going for, it's just, you know, kind of annoying and repetitive. Omega. Built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station is laid idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original, elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There's no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time that there ever was. Population 8 million. Okay. Okay, I can change their appearance. Sometimes. Don't have any choices here, so gotta go with these guys. Yeah. Alright. Officer. That gives me all of her bonuses. So, I am going to go... Since I'm not... If I were playing higher difficulties, I would go with defensive options. But I'm playing low difficulty, I can go offensive, so I'm going to be looking not at like health bonuses or squad health bonuses, but I'm going to be looking at weapon damage and squad weapon damage. Look at those two and go for the highest. So, yep, squad weapon damage is leader instead of tactician. Otherwise, we have health bonuses, so I'm going to go with the damage. Jacob, operative. Same here, health, weapon damage. I'm going for higher weapon damage. He doesn't have any group bonuses. Okay. I don't really... their weapons are... As I said, I hate the way that they, do the weapon loadout in this game. I'm just gonna leave it default.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Okay, at the end of the hallway here is a DLC character, Zaid Masani, who can be added to your squad. Kind of a terrible character, but I adore the voice actor, Robin Sachs. He's done voices for BioWare a lot. Unfortunately, he passed a few years ago, so he won't be in any future games. He was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer also as Ethan Rayne. He's just an amazing voice actor, and I find that endearing, even if the character themselves are kind of gross. He really,
Please.
he shines in Mass
Shut
Effect
it.
3. Not so much here.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
So she is not a fan of sadism or brutality, and right now has a very bad impression of this gentleman. In her strategic mind, you secure a prisoner safely. You don't leave them unsecured and kick them in the head with your back turned to a public entrance in Omega where anybody could do anything. She thinks he's an idiot.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Yeah, so when I wrote Kittens and Broken Things with Kara as Shepard, who is all about strategy, she just wouldn't actually recruit many of the followers, to my dismay, because I love writing these guys. But yeah, she hates his shoulder piece, she hates his attitude, she would hate having this around, so she just told him no. We're gonna say yes.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
What kind of arrangement?
Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Okay, so yeah, Ed Kara, in fact, holds a gun on Zaid and lets that guy go because, again, it's Omega. You can make your own law. You can do anything you want. And he's just gross. I'm afraid he's just gross. There's a difference between, Mass Effect 2 just overdoes this just bad guy bravado to the point of cringe. Zaid is cringe, I think. We're about to meet Arya, I think she's cringe. When you have power, this constant bizarre flaunting of it Just means you don't know how to use it. So her attitude about power is she is careful and she tries not to become what she considers to be power addict. She recognizes the elusive man as a power addict. She recognizes Miranda as a power addict. They are so attached to power and knowledge, and it's all attached to their ego, which makes them fragile, in her opinion. So she deals with these people carefully because she considers them to be like rabid animals and addicts that are still, even though they're in her eyes, they are pathetic. They're still dangerous. And she just doesn't want to become like them. Omega's just gross. She doesn't want to be here.
Come on, let me in. Arya's expecting me. Ugh.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside. Go on in. Arya's expecting you. What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Okay, so we're going to take every chance we can to pick up Paragon points. So her choices have more to do with avoiding becoming an addict. Plus, she is of the recently dead. She's still, she has to process that. But nothing happened while she was dead. She doesn't believe in an afterlife. She has no memory of it. She was dead. She was meat and tubes. So she is going to make deliberate choices. And her deliberate choice is to not be a power addict and to try to help people, even though people are dumb and, I mean, but she sort of sees people as like wounded animals one way or the other. They need to be bandaged up, but you gotta be careful because they are prone to bite. All of them. Okay, Arya T'Loak is voiced by the magnificent Carrie-Anne Moss, who was Trinity in Matrix movies. She's a fantastic actress. She has an amazing voice, and that's one of the amazing things. Even though I don't like certain characters, I will listen to all of these voice actors talk all day long.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job. Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face. I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions. You run Omega? I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya. I like it. Easy to remember. If you forget, someone will remind you.
and then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why is everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic, but he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
I think it's funny that Arya says he never shuts up. Arya never shuts up about Arya.
So you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
So she made me come here and said I had to, and then talks about me wasting her time.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
How do I get to him?
If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
And I don't care.
Maybe I'll
about
come
Omega.
back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
Ugh.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? Well, aren't you sweet? You're in the wrong place, honey. Strippers' quarters are that way.
Show me yours, tough guy. I bet mine's bigger.
Impressive. So, you're here to fight then?
So that was a Renegade interrupt. I'm going to be doing most of the interrupts when they happen. They'll give you cutscenes and some factions, so I'll probably get some Renegade faction for that, and I'm okay with that.
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing, operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah, Tarek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jarrett's leading the Eclipse and Garm's the head of the Blood Pack. Tarek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The mercs will tell you when you get there. Last I heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right, it's easy credits. Besides, what are the odds he can kill all of you?
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
He had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. We've lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operations. He's been hiding right under our noses. I can't tell you exactly where you're going, but we'll get you there.
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
That's Paragon interrupt. So yeah, 5 Renegades, 7 Paragon. So yeah, I do know where the majority of the interrupts are, so it's not going to be much of a surprise, and I know what's going to happen if I take them or I don't, so I'm pretty clear on my path. Alright.
Come on, let me in.
Okay. We're gonna go over into Omega a little bit.
Their own colonies. The Alliance has dispatched aid and transport vessels in an effort to ease the suffering among the free.
To the merchants.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
Maybe we can cut a deal.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
Okay, so we essentially buy everything, but as you see, I've got about 400,000, and this one is 25. Money's gonna go fast. So I buy everything.
This might be
These are all
useful.
upgrades. These are the couplings for Ken and Gabby. Everything is very expensive. So yeah, down 100K at one vendor.
Yes.
This is something that was, it looks like I could talk to him, but it's not worth it. It's not going to lead anywhere. There are a couple of NPCs in Omega that just have confusing bullshit dialogue because it's from quests that actually never went in. So you can have something, so it says Batarian talk to Jacob. When you come to those, your companion will have something to say.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand or you don't want to?
Does it really matter?
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Yeah, I don't like Miranda. She is the embodiment of entitlements.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can, but don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt. You're back. You must have seen something you like.
Yeah, these are collection things that'll show up in my cabin. Turian Cruiser is a ship model. Sniper rifle damage, always worth the cash.
This is valuable.
Fornax magazine. Titillating alien magazine. Okay. Down 100K at the second vendor in Omega. Yeah, lots of money go bye-bye.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What do you have?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
You'll notice they gave him a cigar outside.
Imagine this. You're in the Nexus. It's late.
Okay.
And the only
Model
one
gift
that's
ship.
reaching profit and a few Vorjas scratching for food. Suddenly, a shot. Red hot lifeblood pours from a wound in your back.
What's this?
Ebbs away. The attacker leans forward, hoists your valuables and says, "Good thing you didn't have a Devlon stinger." Devlon Industries. Fine sidearms for your personal protection.
Okay, at least I was able to buy everything in Omega. I believe that's it for the vendors.
End is nigh. Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. And you...
So Batarians consider slavery to be their cultural right, and they don't like humans. This is another NPC over here that's tied. The Vorcha that were down there and up here you could talk to some of the people, but it's a quest that was removed, so there's no point in putting it in.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Yeah, the Blood Dragon armor. I believe that was a promotional item that makes you look like you were from Dragon Age, but I'm going to be just sticking with appearance gear. I don't like Arya much, but at least she has good taste in clothes.
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
Okay, at the beginning of the mission, they should give me a chance to swap out. So I'm going to take Zaid for reasons. And I'm going to take Miranda because her biotics are helpful and she gives team bonuses. So, mercenary veteran. Get him those ranks. And Warlord increases weapon damage to 50%. So we're going with that one. I'm just gonna give them the, random weapons. They're just, ugh. I really love the customization
It's about
of Mass
time they
Effect
sent
1
me someone who
weapons.
looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
Just tell us where to go.
Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground, but he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
You guys have a plan?
A small team is waiting to infiltrate his hideout, but we need to draw Archangel's fire so they can move in.
And that's where we come in.
Exactly. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
That's goddamn suicide.
Pretty much, but you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant Kathka. He'll tell you when to go in.
So the bridge is the only way to his hideout?
Exactly. Archangel collapsed all the underground passageways and sealed the doors to the lower levels. We've got teams digging, but it's taking too long. If they can get the gunship flying again, that'll help. But I'm hoping the infiltration team will finish the job and we can all go home.
They were using a gunship to take out one guy?
Yeah, and Archangel shut it down. He didn't destroy it, but he knew just where to hit it to disable it. It wasn't even a fair fight. At least not for us.
Where's the infiltration team now?
On the far side of the bridge near his hideout, but they can't get any closer without being seen.
How'd they get that close without being seen?
More distractions. Tarek used a gunship to keep Archangel busy. We were able to sneak a few men into his hideout before he took it down, but they're stuck there. We need to keep Archangel focused on the bridge, so he doesn't find them and wipe them out.
What do you know about Archangel?
I'm the wrong guy to ask. I just do logistics. Tarek and the other Merc bosses have been dealing with him for a while now. But don't be surprised if they're not thrilled about talking to a freelancer.
I better go find Sergeant Kathka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
In's gonna be easy. Out's gonna be a bitch.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Yeah, I don't like that plan.
the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel.
Guess we're going with the Mercs.
The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve your chances.
Yeah, there's a little bit of exploration to do here, and I don't remember exactly where everything is, so I'm going to be running around a bit. But we can do a few things before the mission to improve our chances. This, on higher difficulties, is an absolutely brutal mission. So Archangel is up there shooting. See the bullets.
As the first wave goes in, the infiltration team will attempt to take Archangel by surprise. I don't expect much from the freelancers. When they fail, we are up
Message to
next.
Tarek. Tarek, I've spoken to Garm and he and his men are on board. Assuming this operation is successful, we can count on high morale and extensive buy-in from the men. From the losses we've already taken, possibility exists that we won't have the men needed to continue on to the next objective. It's clear, though, that none of our organizations would be ready to move on Aria without the assistance of the other two. Jareth.
The light mechs go in first. If that's not enough, we send in the heavy. Be prepared. Do you need something?
You lead the Eclipse?
You figure that out by yourself? I'm Jareth. I run Omega's Eclipse. What do you need, freelancer?
So the infiltration team is the main focus of the attack.
Tarek's plan, not mine. He doesn't want to lose any more men, so he's throwing you freelancers at the problem. Archangel's not going anywhere, so I suppose there's no harm in trying. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Why are Eclipse on Omega in the first place?
Since you care so much, Eclipse controls almost 20% of Omega. Our transports and mechs keep the EZO moving.
Sounds very organized.
Eclipse runs like a well-oiled machine, but Omega is anything but organized. It's a constant battle for control. Then Archangel comes along and complicates things even more.
Why does Archangel give you so much trouble?
Ask him. I'm just here to make as much money as I can. We didn't come to Omega to be constrained by laws and regulations. He'll regret ever coming to Omega, I promise you.
Seems like this is personal for you.
He raided one of my transports last month, killed 2 of my best operatives. One of them was my brother, so yes, it's pretty damn personal.
What do you know about Archangel?
His life expectancy is shortening quickly.
Is that it? Nobody seems to know anything about him.
Look around, you'll learn what you need to know. He's smart, he's resourceful, and he's dangerous. But we've got him cornered. He won't be making fools of us much longer. Can I assist you further?
Where did he come from? Who is he?
Even his team didn't know that. Maybe we'll know more once we have his body. Of course, it really won't matter then.
I'll get going.
Good idea.
EZO smuggling accounts. Okay, that's a minigame I'm skipping. Heavy mech diagnostic station. Bypass friend or foe ID. Targeting parameters reconfigured.
That should slow them down.
Perfect. It'll be hostile if they activate it.
You're in the wrong place, freelancer.
You the Blood Pack leader?
Name's Garm. That's all you need to know. I'm stuck here waiting till you freelancers are done playing war. Ask your questions and go.
When did the Blood Pack attack?
Damn Tarek wants us to wait. I hate waiting. But he says the Suns have a plan, and they don't want us getting in their way. We're supposed to wait until the Eclipse send their mechs. We'll see.
Why are the Blood Pack on Omega?
We're the muscle on this bloody station. You need protection or want someone removed, talk to us. The Blood Pack are everywhere on Omega. Everybody loves us, and everybody hates us.
I'm guessing Archangel mostly just hates you.
He's just an uptight asshole. I don't really care what he thinks. But he's costing me men and making me work for my money. I'll be the one to take him out today. You watch. I'm the only one who's fought him one-on-one.
What do you know about Archangel?
He's a pain in the ass. He's a Turian, which makes him slightly worse to look at than you. And he's brave, till he realizes you're more than he bargained for.
Sounds like you've had personal experience.
He tried to take me down once, waited till I was alone. Longest damn fight of my life, but I held him off till my men showed up. He wasn't so tough after that. We chased him over half of Omega. Almost had him, but the slippery bastard snuck away before we could pin him down.
I should get going.
About time.
Leave us alone.
So that is the shooting gallery right there. I want to make sure this is where we came from, right? This should be just... Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Spoke to Gone. There is the... We're closer now. There's Archangel. Shooting. Protection money account. He can shoot you. He can hit you, so be careful.
This is valuable.
What do you want, freelancer? I don't want excuses! Tell Kafka to get that gunship working, or he'll be next over that bridge. And somebody get me those damn blueprints! Now! Get this freelancer out of here. I don't have time for this shit.
I just have a few questions about the operation.
Jinta, get this scum out of my face.
Tarek, what's eating your ass?
Zaid,
I take it you two are acquainted?
we've crossed paths a few times. Since when do you work for so little?
Since when are you a goddamn madman?
It's Archangel. This guy's gonna kill me. Almost did already.
That bad, huh?
Worse. Look, Zaid, I gotta deal with this shit. Jinta, talk to these guys. Answer whatever questions they have. Good to see you. And who knows, maybe you'll solve my problem for me.
Anything's possible.
Good thing you know him. Tarek hates having to hire freelancers. He doesn't trust anyone outside the Blue Suns.
You don't say.
What can I do for you?
What's Tarek gonna do if the infiltration team fails?
To start, he'll shoot any freelancers that are still alive. After that, he'll let Eclipse and the Blood Pack take their shots. I suggested we work together, but he doesn't trust the other groups.
What if Archangel survives all the attacks? Then you Sons are on your own.
That's why Tarek wants that gunship fixed so badly. But it won't come to that. Archangel's good, but he can't hold out that long. He's already been in there over a day.
What do the Blue Suns do on Omega?
We supply goods to a lot of the groups and factions here.
Goods?
Weapons, mechs, machinery, you name it, we can get it. We also broker deals between factions. You wouldn't know it to look at him now, but Tarek can be quite a negotiator.
How did Archangel get the Blue Suns so mad at him?
He harasses and hounds us constantly. We worry that every job is a trap now. Does he know where this meeting is? Will this shipment suddenly disappear? How many men will we lose this time? Tarek's had enough. I don't blame him.
What do you know about Archangel?
He's a Turian vigilante who thinks killing mercs is a fun way to pass the time. Other than that, he's a mystery. He shows up, usually at the worst possible time, and screws with our work. He can't die soon enough, if you ask me.
Why do you hate him so much?
He went after Tarek, at his home. Almost got him. Tarek's been on edge ever since, and he's making my life a living hell. Second guesses every damn thing I do. Getting the other merc bands to help us shows you just how desperate he is. They're as bad as Archangel.
We better get going.
Good idea. Make sure you check in with Kafka.
Okay, so that's why you bringing Zaid is a roleplay thing. He knows them. Okay.
I'm looking for Sergeant Kafka.
You and me both, lady. He's over there working on the gunship. We go over the bridge when he gives the word. Go talk to him if you want, but I'm in no hurry.
I'll be right back.
Good luck. Watch out!
So yeah, he can shoot you. It can hurt. Especially on higher difficulties.
Kafka?
Sergeant Kafka. You must be the group Salky mentioned. You're just in time.
Salky?
You met him when you were dropped off. He radioed to say you were coming. You three kinda stand out from most of the other freelancers. Anyway, the infiltration team is about to give us a signal. Archangel won't know what hit him. Got any questions? This may be your last chance.
Are you gonna give us cover with the gunship?
Huh. Tarek is the only one who flies her. Besides, she's not quite ready. That bastard Archangel gave her a beating last time she was out there. A few more tweaks, she'll be as good as new.
Why are you coordinating the attack and fixing gunships?
I'm in the infiltration group. Our team coordinates with the gunship. I'm staying back to organize the freelancers and make sure the gunship's ready to go if we need her.
So our plan is to jump the wall and head for Archangel's building?
And try not to get killed too fast. You're only a distraction, as long as you're alive. You don't have to make it all the way across. Just keep Archangel watching that bridge. The infiltration team will do the rest.
How will the infiltration team get to Archangel?
They've got two options. They trap him in close quarters and finish the bastard off face to face. If that doesn't work, they have explosives. They'll just need time to set up.
So the bridge is the only way in?
Until the gunship's working again or the blasters finish with the tunnels. Look, we got a plan. We don't need you trying to come up with any great ideas. Just do your damn job, collect your credits, and go home.
Are you leading the assault?
Ha! Tarek doesn't pay me to fight. I just plan the attacks and fix the damn gunship. You freelancers get the privilege of...
Target is in sight. Where a go?
Check. Bravo team! Go, go, go! Archangel's got quite a surprise waiting for him. But that means no more waiting for me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Tarek decides he needs her again.
You're working too hard.
Archangel doesn't have much time left.
What the hell are we waiting for?
Come on, we'll give these guys a surprise of our own.
Here they come!
Fire!
We've been spotted.
Yeah, I keep playing different games with different range stuff, so my takes me a little while to read
He
this.
was Archangel!
I have a shot.
Controls here are different.
This might be useful.
Damn it! Lost shields.
Nice.
Oh, finally got it right.
Archangel?
Shepard. I thought you were dead.
Garrus! What are you doing here?
Just keeping my skills sharp. A little target practice.
You okay?
Been better, but it sure is good to see a friendly face. Killing mercs is hard work, especially on my own.
This is the magnificent Brandon Keener doing the voice. It makes me wonder if Brandon Keener and Robin Sachs had the same casting agent, because they were both in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Brandon Keener was in one episode, and Robin Sachs had more of a recurring part, but love this guy. Love the actor. On a side note, right now I'm playing a version of Morrowind that has an AI voice trained on Brandon Keener, so he voices the male Dark Elves. It's fantastic.
What are you doing out here on Omega?
I got fed up with all the bureaucratic crap on the Citadel. Figured I could do more good on my own. At least it's not hard to find criminals here. All I have to do is point my gun and shoot.
How'd you manage to piss off every major merc organization in the Terminus systems?
It wasn't easy. I really had to work at it. I am amazed that they teamed up to fight me. They must really hate me.
Since when did you start calling yourself Archangel?
It's just a name the locals gave me for all my good deeds. I don't mind it, but please, it's just Garrus to you.
You nailed me good a couple times, by the way.
Concussive rounds only, no harm done. Didn't want the mercs getting suspicious.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to do more than take your shields down, I'd have done it. Besides, you were taking your sweet time. I needed to get you moving.
Well, we got here, but I don't think getting out will be as easy.
No, it won't. That bridge has saved my life, funneling all those witless idiots into scope. But it works both ways. They'll slaughter us if we try to get out that way.
So we just sit here and wait for them to take us out?
It's not all that bad. This place has held them off so far. And with 3 of you, I suggest we hold this location, wait for a crack in their defenses, take our chances. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
How'd you let yourself get into this position?
My feelings got in the way of my better judgment. It's a long story. I'll make you a deal. You get me out of here alive, and I'll tell you the whole damn thing.
If we fight as a team, we'll hold them off.
You're right. Their numbers won't help them in here anyway. Let's see what they're up to. Looks like they know their infiltration team failed. Take a look. Scouts. Eclipse, I think.
More than scouts. One less now, though.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point. You can do what you do best. Just like old times, Shepard. Let's give these bastards everything we've got. Oh!
Here we go!
Impressive!
Right shot.
Heads up. They're deploying snipers.
Hell yeah. I love this rifle.
No, no, give me my gun back. I was trying to reload there. Not the rocket launcher. Come on now.
Never saw me coming.
A little rusty. It's true. But I was recently dead, so give me a break.
Man, drop! I got it.
You want something done properly. All right, let's see how you handle this, Archangel. Go!
Online.
Damn it. They're sending out the heavy mechs.
That problem should take care of itself.
So we don't shoot at that, we just let it do its thing.
Scoped and dropped!
Threat assessment requested.
This'll put him down! Perfect! Perfect!
Count that one.
That only is gone.
That's the ball. Jareth.
Eat that!
Right? Yep, he needs to back up. His assistant who spoke to us, Gentha, I think her name was, or something. You saw Garrus take her down in the cutscene. Okay. Thought reload was J. It is. Why did it switch my weapon? Huh. Alright. That's a little weird, but
We
okay.
need to prepare. Come see me.
So, if you notice, downstairs, upstairs, there are body bags. So there are body bags, that's his squad. M15 Vindicator battle rifle acquired. Following squad members are now able to use this weapon. Saeed.
You're kicking ass, Shepard. They barely touched me. And we got Jareth in the process. I've been hunting that little bastard for months.
Why were you after him?
He's been shipping tainted Ezo all over Citadel space. Half the goods I seized back at CSEC came from his team here on Omega. I took out a big shipment a while back and killed his top lieutenant in the process. Not surprised he decided to work with the other mercs after that.
We've still got blood packing blue suns left. Think we can make a break for it?
Maybe. Let's see what they're up to. They've reinforced the other side, heavily, but they're not coming over the bridge yet. What are they waiting for?
What the hell was that?
Damn it! They breached the lower level. Well, they had to use their brains eventually. You'd better get down there, Shepard. I'll keep the bridge clear.
I'm not leaving you alone.
Let's split up 2 and 2. Keep one of my team here.
You sure? Who knows what you'll find down there?
Zaid will stay.
Zaid, stay with Garrus. Keep him alive.
Roger that.
Thanks, Shepard. You better get going.
How do I get to the basement?
Go down a level. The basement door's on the west side of the main room behind the stairs. I'll radio directions if you need help, but you've got to get down there quick. Good luck.
This is a very tough, I have minor PTSD from choosing to do these on very high difficulty ratings, so I kind of over-prepare and over-save because my brain is telling me, uh-oh, this is a very tough mission. It won't be for us, but it is strategically tricky. There's just a lot of stuff.
Get to the console and close that shutter before they can get through.
Forgot what Storm is.
Commencing shutdown.
Here we go.
Shutter secured.
In this first one, you can just hide.
There's 2 more shutters. Get
They're
them
not going to move
fast.
forward, but the other ones are more challenging. Okay. Yeah. This one gives me PTSD. But it'll be easy for us. It's actually hard to do this like with enough ammo.
Firing now.
But that hallway is tough with the constant respawns. And also, on higher difficulties, it's not going to be that much of an issue right
Find
here.
the large shutters and seal them.
The hardest part is getting knocked out of cover. If you get knocked out of cover and you are helpless for half a second... Okay, see, yeah, those are pyros, and you have to kill them quickly. In theory, you blow out their tanks. What? Shoot! Oh my god.
Here they come. There's not too many yet.
So, yeah, the visibility, the camera angles, it's just really bad here. And you can... I hate this pyro. Okay. Thankfully...
Taking heavy fire!
I don't know what... I hate this camera angle so much. And it's not reloading my weapon for me. Hold on. I need the key bindings for a reload. It should automatically do that, and then it doesn't. Reload. Reload is J. Okay. Alright, I need... J is just reloading around. Key bindings for... Interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I hate these corners. It's not gonna let me save.
Get that shutter closed. We can't fight them on 2 fronts.
Ideally, I shoot this guy in the tank. That's it. Then he'll explode, but it knocked me out of cover. And you can be dead that way. Miranda is not helping. Okay. This is, yeah, it's a tough mission. Made
Taking
tougher
some
by
fire, Shepard.
me right now.
Time to get those damn shutters open.
Commencing shutdown.
Now, this one's harder because these guys can get to the shutter and keep it open.
Shutter secured.
Usually I do this mission without Garrus taking any damage, but unfortunately, right now, not so much. It's just awkward because I don't know the controls very well. Just yet. Hopefully we'll get used to it. Oh, I didn't use my ammo power. Okay, so you see Garrus' vital signs going down. This is timed. It goes much faster on higher difficulties, and this is the hardest one. Just because there isn't much cover, there's a lot of stuff, and there are a lot of Varens. Explode the crates so they can't take cover behind it. Moving forward is tough. Okay. You have to take those Varen down. There's a lot of respawns in Mass Effect 2. So I have to kill these guys and then keep them from moving forward. Yeah, in a higher difficulty game, that I'd be dead.
Commencing shutdown. Obstruction detected.
You really don't do this. You can't be this far out in the open.
Commencing shutdown.
Yeah, see, as soon as something passes through, they open it up again.
Obstruction detected.
Obstruction detected. Okay. It's a good thing I'm playing this on casual, folks. I really can do this. Alright. 2 seconds.
Shutter
should be okay.
secured.
Alright. It's a
Get
tough
back
mission.
here, Shepard. They're coming in through the doors.
Made worse by my incompetence at the moment.
Rip them to shreds!
I apologize.
Watch my back. I'll deal with Archangel.
I am so bummed that I never get my rifle in a cutscene. I'm always wearing a derpy pistol.
Here we go.
Okay, Garm has very high shields, very high armor, and lots of hit points.
We've been spotted. This will put them down.
Need to figure out how to sprint in this game. Okay. What? Oh.
No steals!
Varen.
Hell of a shot. Ha ha!
Okay. Oh, I don't like to suck. Usually at this point I've had a lot more practice, but now I'm just, I am rusty. Okay. Plus, I'm playing other games, and they all have different controls, so my zoom and my control and my time, yeah, what is it, like bullet time? It's all different in different games. Okay.
Thanks, Shepard. They hardly got through to me. And we took out Garm and his blood pack. This day just gets better and better. He was one tough son of a bitch.
You fought with him before?
Yeah, we tangled once. Caught him alone, none of his gang to help him. Still couldn't take him out. I've never seen a Krogan regen that fast. He's a freak of nature. He just kept at it until his Vorcha showed up. It was close, but I had to let him go. Not this time.
So you see her face is healing. All Shepards start with a bunch of scars, but if you progress in Paragon, your face heals. If you progress in Renegade, they get worse. You can have them fixed surgically for a cost, but essentially you can only see a few of her scars on her left cheek right there, but it's mostly healed by now.
Only the Blue Suns are left. I say we take our chances and fight our way out.
I think you're right. Tarek's got the toughest group, but nothing we haven't faced before. Besides, he won't be expecting us to meet him head-on.
Heads up!
Damn it! I thought I took that thing out already.
They fixed it, but not completely. I made sure of that.
They're offloading troops.
Watch your back, Shepard.
Tough fight because, yeah.
We need to prepare. Come see me.
Overload deployed.
Oh no, that's Gentha. She survived, but I mean, survived this first shot. Just wasn't gonna survive that.
Wall, ground floor.
Okay. Okay, that was a good shot. Feeling better about myself.
They've reached the rear stairs.
Oh! Perfect!
Nice shooting! Crash one!
Garrus!
I've lost shields.
So there are different tactics for armor and shields, different abilities. Oh. Why am I not hitting the ship?
Firing an impact shot!
I would like to know.
I'm going in!
Down you go!
I don't know why I'm hitting the ship and it's not taking any damage. But, okay.
Firing concussive
I
shot!
might be too far away. In this sequence, you have to be careful because if you are not behind cover, you will... Yeah, that'll happen. And that would have been an instant death. Okay, now I can hit it.
We're getting you out of here, Garrus. Just hold on. Radio Joker! Make sure they're ready for us!
He's not gonna make it.
Commander, we've done what we could for Garrus, but he took a bad hit. The doc's corrected with surgical procedures and some cybernetics. Best we can tell, he'll have full functionality, but...
Shepard?
Tough son of a bitch. Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Nobody would give me a mirror. How bad is it?
Hell, Garrus, you were always ugly. Slap some face paint on there and no one will even notice.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Damn it, my face is barely holding together as it is. Some women find facial scars attractive. Mind you, most of those women are Krogan. Frankly, I'm more worried about you. Cerberus, Shepard. You remember those sick experiments they were doing?
That's why I'm glad you're here, Garrus. If I'm walking into hell, I want someone I trust at my side.
You realize this plan has me walking into hell, too. Just like old times. I'm fit for duty whenever you need me, Shepard. I'll settle in and see what I can do with the forward batteries.
Okay, that is my horribly scarred, ugly dinosaur baby. I love him so much. Okay. Let me read some codex.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skyllian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space. Living beyond the Omega-4 mass relay in the Terminus systems, the mysterious Collector species is glimpsed so rarely as to be taken for a myth by most in galactic society. In reality, Collectors are human-sized insectoid bipeds and can resemble massive winged beetles. They are a terrifying force in the galaxy, responsible for the murder of hundreds of thousands. Collectors generate permanent stasis fields around themselves, creating nightmarish red-shifted energy fields. In battle, they hold position whenever possible, relying on their aggressive biotics and nearly limitless power. Several types of bipedal collectors have been identified, including minions, defenders, zealots, assassins, and artillery operators. Acting together, collectors have imprisoned entire cities in stasis. While no definite forensic accounting exists to explain the fate of those imprisoned, leading speculation is that victims are harvested for scientific experimentation and neurobiological repurposing. The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and subvocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky, and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys. The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems. The Hanar are a citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have two names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kajay, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
All right. Thank you for joining me. Hope you'll be back next time.